Hello, welcome back to the Snapon Tri-County Tool Show. It's going to be a quick one today, folks. I expect you guys to already know this. I expect you to click on the video, go, yeah, Joseph, I know that. I'm going to click off. I don't need that anymore, because you are all makers and fixers, and I'm sure you all have Snap-on franchisees that have showed you this. If you don't, that's what I'm here for. So, welcome again to the truck. Leave a like if you like the video. If you don't, leave a comment. Let me know how I can make this content a little bit more catered to you and still keep it interesting for everyone else. We're talking shelving. Not the shelving behind me here, not the shelving behind me here, even though that is pretty interesting. I'll tell you, the 3M earplugs have been going over real well lately. I don't know if it's to block me out or what, but either way, we're talking shelving as in sockets. And what I mean by that is actually all of our sockets, if only I had a way to show you. If only I had a Snap-on light to actually shine in there. And of course, I wouldn't be using anything other than our Blue Point flashlight. You can actually see a few things. Of course, we've talked about that flank drive on our sockets before, the rounded corners, but you can actually see that shelf in there as well. And what that does is it allows you to hold a fastener up above, I guess you call it the shoulder of the socket, where it actually tapers up. You can actually see that really well with our 10mm. This is what I'm calling the shoulder. Now, other companies, they don't put the shelf in because they want you to use that shoulder to give you extra force, extra strength on the socket so that the socket doesn't fail. Now, one thing with our Snap-on steel, our special alloy steel that we use, we don't need that. You don't need a shoulder to make it stronger. Of course, stronger is always better. But when you make something that's so strong already, you shouldn't need that extra little bit of help. And you should be able to, I guess, help the guy using it by putting a shelf in there. So, when you take a bolt, instead of putting a bunch of gum, which I know guys have, paper, anything that basically shoves down into that shoulder and bumps that that fastener up, you don't need it for these. It actually leaves it, I'd say, about 1/8 of an inch below that the flushness of the socket. And in tight access spots, like let's say you were up under an engine, you were trying to thread a bolt back in, and every time you tried with your socket, the fastener just fell to the bottom. Well, you can grab your buddy, or hopefully your Snap-on Guys sockets that you just purchased off the truck. On sale, by the way. We are Monday the 23rd. I know I'm filming this a little bit early, but I have our deep sockets on sale right now. So if you're in my area, if you are, you know me, definitely hit me up. We'll get you a deal on those sockets today. But you're in that tight access spot. You finally get it up in there. And what a good feeling. You can feel a little bit of resistance. You pull that off, and that nut or bolt or fastener, whatever you're working on, has been started. Instead of having to do all that work to your tool to make it work, tool works off the bat. Now, of course, we do have extra deep sockets as well. Our spark plug sockets have the shelf as well. A few other things do, but the biggest thing is these fasteners, of course, you're going to want it on the business end. You're going to want it closest to the edge as possible, and Snap-on makes that possible, whereas, of course, like I said, other companies would rather you use the whole fastener removal system at the shoulder of the socket. If you guys have any questions about that, if you want me to do another video on our sockets of how they're different, I'm probably going to kind of cut them up into pieces now. A lot of people were saying the videos were a little bit too long, so we'll keep them in bite-sized pieces. We're talking shelving on the sockets today, and who knows, next time we might be talking about some impact sockets. Thank you again for watching. If you want to see more like this, leave a like, subscribe, and we'll be talking very soon.